Hey bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a planner session with me. So bestie, in this video, we will be planning together for the week of March 25th through the 31st, which is Holy Week, y'all. And I'll be pulling out some oldie but goodie stickers as well as trying something I've never tried before. So if you want to see what I create, stay tuned. Okay, bestie, so let's jump right in. So here is my classic size Happy Planner horizontal layout. Y'all know I love the horizontal. And I pulled my KELL Plan Alpha stickers, my Bible journaling essentials from Amber Plans Her Day. I pulled some colorful boxes. This is the mega sticker book from Happy Planner and an oldie sticker book, y'all, but one of my favorites of all time, which is a Simply Lovely one because I wanted to use these flowers. And y'all, I would have a dupe of this book, y'all. I bought 2 of them. So I had to pull the new one out. And then this is the Bible Journaling Essentials Part 1 from Amber Plans Her Day. But I really like this washi tape. One, because it kind of looks like it looks like broken rock. And I just thought that would kind of sell the story and tell the story of, you know, the tomb is empty, okay, which is going to be the focus of the spread. And what I'm going to be doing new, you guys, is using newspaper. Now, bestie, you have seen me use scrapbook paper. You've seen me probably use some tissue paper or heard of me using that. But newspaper, y'all, and I searched high and low, okay, for this newspaper. Well, I should say my husband did. I didn't really search for it. I asked him to go give me a newspaper, and he went to several different places to find one. So that's the sticker sheet, the wax paper. Those are the stickers that I had pulled, y'all. All of the boxes and the alphas, and then the crosses, and came from the Amber Plans Her Day along with those quotes. And then, of course, those florals from Simply Lovely. Okay, so we're gonna just see, y'all. Like I said, I just took the newspaper and I just ripped out some various things, y'all. I didn't even really map out like how I wanted it to go. I just started ripping. And so we're just gonna see what I have here so far and see what I can work with. I'm trying to make sure the words are like in the right way. They're not like upside down or anything. So I think that would make a difference. But here's my concept, you guys. And so I was thinking, you know, just thinking about like this week, Holy Week, and my churches right now, we're in a series where we're focused on the week before Jesus went to the cross. And y'all know, being a Christian in my faith or whatever, I like to utilize my planner to, you know, have meaningful spreads, and it doesn't always just be holidays, you guys. Sometimes it is like birthdays or just like a special event that may be happening that week. I'll like, you know, cater my spread around that. So if you are ever in the need of a planner idea, just look at your life, look at what's important to you in your life, and see what kind of things you can kind of create to pull a planner theme together. And so just thinking and reflecting on the importance of this week in the Christian faith, and, you know, just some of the things we're talking about, my mind just kept going to like, what did the newspaper, and I just said newspaper because I mean it probably was like a scroll or something, probably wasn't really like a newspaper, but I kind of like transitioned it into today's time, but not so much 2024 where we do social media like releases and stuff, but just like a traditional headliner. And that's what I wanted. So I was like, the newspaper is going to bring that story together for me. And so my thing was, what was the headline for the day that that they found out that Jesus was no longer in that tomb? Okay. And I know in the Christian faith, we're like, he is risen, you know, that's our story. But I'm like, what did the people say? Like, they probably were shocked. Like, can you believe it? That tomb is empty. And so I just thought about that. And so that's what I'm going to go with, y'all. I pulled that quote, and so I thought the newspaper would kind of bring that together because like the headline, you know. Now, I thought that the roses would also bring some color and everything. And then the red for the blood of Jesus. I just thought it was beautiful. It had a beautiful aspect because the story is just so, it's beautiful to us and what he did for us. So I don't know, I was just happy about it. So we're just flowing with it, y'all. I'm trying to see where I can fit these in these like little newspaper clippings. I didn't really have a rhyme or reason 100% of where I wanted them to go. I thought that I could spread them across the page and just maybe create some clusters around them. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Now, I will tell you, you guys, that I did pull out this Tombow adhesive. That's what I'm using to attach the newspaper to the page. I love this stuff because you can pretty much turn anything into a sticker with it. I like to use the permanent version, but they do have a removable version. So if you want to get your hands on some of that, definitely see the links in my description box. I typically pick this up at Michael's. And I'll see if I can link it in this video if you guys are interested. But it's working so far pretty good with this newspaper. I was, I didn't even really think whether or not I should use it on this, because the newspaper is not really like a thicker quality. It's more so of a thinner quality paper, but it's working pretty good now. So we're just gonna go with it, keep flowing. Okay, so as y'all can see, I got it kind of going. Okay, the left side, I got a couple of pieces down. So now let me figure out the right side. And the way I tore this, I probably should have kept the word Christian, because this is like a local newspaper, y'all, but there's a city in Mississippi called Pass Christian. I think that's what the article was talking about. And I kind of cut off the C a little bit, but you can kind of make it. I was like, oh, I probably should have kept that. Like, just another little piece or detail that can kind of tell more of the story of the spread as well. Okay, so we're going to, I'm trying to frame it though on the page to where like the top parts of the newspaper are not on it. And this is giving me more of the text, because I just feel like that was the design that I had in my mind. So I'm doing so good so far. I feel like it's laying down nicely. So we're gonna work with this, and we're just trimming on the excess of it. And y'all, you can do this with any type of paper medium. Like, I feel like if you think about like gift tissue, that's on the thinner side, but if you're really careful, you can make gift tissue work. Now I'm going to show you guys something in just a second that actually works a little bit better than the Tombow adhesive with thinner pages. And the Tombow worked pretty good with the newspaper here until I got to this part. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all. I'll pull it out in just a second, but I'm ripping this up a little bit more because I didn't want all that excess, and I just really wanted the words. And I didn't cut this or rip it to where it made sense to go from left to right from this corner. So we're gonna work with it. Okay, so as y'all can see, the Tombow started pulling on this. It's like it kept giving me some issues. I was like, okay, well, this didn't happen on the other pieces, but I got a remedy. So hold up, let me see what I can do. So we're gonna dig in my little carousel that I got on my desk, y'all, and I pulled out this double-sided tape. I also picked this up from Michael's. I have no idea what it's called. I don't even remember the brand. I picked this up like years ago when I was trying to get into like the whole scrapbooking, December daily, memory planning stuff, and I picked it up as part of that, and I've just held on to it because it's allowed me to turn like boxes. Like if I wanted to do like a little cover over a box and make it kind of like flip. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that, but in the planner community, that was like a cool little like thing to do in your planners and stuff. I may need to do something like that because we haven't done that in a while, like old planner tricks and stuff. Well, I utilized this for those, and so I just kept this stuff around. Like, I think I even had 2 rows at one point, but I'm down to this one. So I may need to find out what this is, because I feel like it's a staple in my craft, my craft supplies, because I find myself, if the Tombow doesn't work, this will work. The only thing about it is you just have to pull the backing, and as you can see, it gives me like a clear strip, so a clear strip of like the adhesive. And I like to use these tweezers. These are my KELL Plan tweezers. There's a KELL Plan link in my bio too, because I know a couple of y'all have asked me what tool I'm using. But that link is in the bio. I say bio, y'all, description box. We are not on Instagram. But that link is in the description box, my KELL Plan link. I believe she still has some of them in her shop. Okay, so I love those tweezers because they give a fine point. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim that. I think I got it. I think that looks pretty cool. Like, I just wanted it to look ripped up, like just to give me a little bit of pop. And I know that that's all we've done to this spread, y'all, but now we're finna pull it together. Okay, y'all see all the boxes and the circles? I was excited about those circles. And then the crosses are out of the Bible Journaling Essentials Volume 2 from Amber Plans Her Day. And I just thought that wooden looked really good. I was hoping I had something like that, and then I remembered I had those because I used the crosses in my Kill of a Plan Faith Planner for this week as well to document the podcast and the messages that we're doing as a church every day. So I have to link that video though, y'all. Y'all have to go watch that if y'all have not. I'll explain a little bit more of how I use the faith layout. But this is just my regular planner spread. It's gonna be like my weekly plans and everything. I just wanted to commemorate the importance of this week to me and to so many others. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to lay out the quote first. I think that would be smart before I get into the boxes. So we're going to lay this out. And y'all, listen. Okay, there is probably a more uniform way to do this, okay? I see people like use rulers and things like that to lay these alphas down. But y'all know I like to go outside the lines, okay? And so for me, I'm just gonna freehand it. I did have no wax paper this time, so let's give me a hand clap, okay? Because I could have just took these straight out the book and been really bad in trouble if they did not want to come up. But I like how I'm doing it so far. I'm trying to stay away from the perforated marks, like the holes in the planner, and I'm also trying to stay away from the cut edge, like the free edge. However, this P, in order to center it, it's gonna have to go right across. It's gonna be where I cut it, okay? But I'm feeling okay about that because it's the only one I'm gonna cut, so you will still be able to tell or read out what it says. Okay, so this is my headline, y'all. This is what I feel like the local news, like the tea of the town was, like the newsletter for the day. Like this is what was said, okay? And they were shocked that it was empty, okay? Because the Bible says he is risen just as he said he would. Okay, just as he said he would. So I love it. Okay, so now let's play with some florals. Y'all know floral season is here. We are in springtime. I feel like springtime is, to me though, let me not even hold y'all, florals are always acceptable, but people are very much into the flowers and the gardening and all of that stuff during this time of the year. So we're gonna see some florals. Y'all know how to bring them in. And then I did pull some of these curved boxes, 2 of them, just because I wanted a different shape. I didn't want too much, like, you know, box everywhere. So I thought that would be interesting. So I brought 2 of those in. And now I'm thinking, okay, is this floral that I pulled, is that too much? Is it too large? So I'm just kind of looking through the book to see what all I have. And I was like, oh, I got these mini ones. I didn't think about that. I could have done like, you know, like some smaller ones, but then I like the boldness of this one. So I'm like, we're going to use it. We're going to put it down here in this note section and layer it on top of this newspaper. And then y'all dropped it. And I was like, oh, please come up. Please come up. Okay, it came up. So I like it. Y'all see how layered that, like it looks layered? Yes, now I can add in this curved box here. I also kind of like this because it kind of reminded me of, I imagine the tomb looked like a kind of like a cave tomb, like a rock or something, like on the inside. So it just kind of reminded me the shape of that. So I thought it told a little bit of the story as well. I don't know, y'all. I really be thinking like in detail, like what's going to bring this, like when I have like a creative idea, what's going to sell the story, what's going to tell the story of the message or the meaning behind this spread. Like, you know, just it's my way of pouring my heart into it. Okay, so I put down that box between Wednesday and Thursday, just layered it over the newspaper. I'm going to do the same, but I'm trying to see how I want to position it because I'm thinking more so towards Saturday, just because I know on Saturday we have church Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, y'all, because we're meeting up for a prayer service, and then we have actual church service on Saturday and then also Sunday, because just to be able to accommodate all the people that we expect to attend. So my church like splits it up. Okay, so now I'm thinking I got that. Okay, I got some florals now. I can definitely add in some more, I feel like, but we're going to wait on that for a second. And I'm going to go ahead and add these crosses. I really like this one because it was thicker. So I was like, yeah, we're going to put it on Saturday. Okay, on that section, well, on that box, that little cluster. Okay, and now I'm thinking we're gonna put this one over here, and I can layer it on top of the newspaper. And then too, what that's also doing, I like to like layer on top of whatever paper like element that I have, because it doesn't interrupt the functionality. Y'all, I still gotta use the spread, so I was like, I want it to be functional. And here's what I thought. I was like, well, maybe I can use a mix of large and small florals, maybe some smaller ones on these other two clusters. And then I was like, nah, but I really like the boldness of it. I really do. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna use the big ones. We're going big, okay? We're gonna go big and bold about the message and what Jesus did for us this week. Yes. Okay, so I was like, which one of these? But I think this one right here, it has more of a little bit of a pop of color to me. Maybe it's that black, that contrast in it, so I chose those. These two, they're actually identical, but it didn't bother me because I was like, you know, I like balance, so it always makes me feel good. And then y'all, the reason why I've learned that I like a lot of balance in my spreads is because I really like that when I get into my after the pen, I add differentiation to it. So to me, it doesn't look matchy when I write in it. I don't know if that makes sense or what, but I just always feel like it completes it for me. It gives me both options, I guess you could say. I don't know, but maybe it's just me, but there's something that I've learned to enjoy. Okay, so I just layered these over the boxes. I really like that as well. And it's a little bit different because the other two I did underneath the boxes. So these are over, and now I have the option to put them underneath another box. So it kind of gives like the flower is in between two boxes for those other clusters if I add more boxes, which I probably will, y'all, just because I mean I could kind of stop here, but I just feel like it'll still give me more functionality when I do that. Now this sticker was crooked, so I had to fix it, y'all. Okay, and I fixed it. My camera shut down, but I got back. Okay, so that's all I did, and I added that circle to Sunday. So I really like that. So now let's add this circle. I feel like it can go right here. It looks a little bit off though, kind of just feel like I wish I could move it over a little bit, but the T is right there, and I don't want to compromise the quote that's in the middle. So I'm just gonna leave it because, like I said, once I write in it, it's gonna just flow anyway. Then I was like, oh, okay, Friday definitely could use another box because we do have that service. Well, it's not really a service, it's a prayer. Well, it kind of is. It's gonna be a little bit of a service because we're getting together to pray. Okay, and then I'm going to layer this one in on Wednesday. Well, between Wednesday and Thursday. It'll probably be a Wednesday box, so it goes in between the both of them. And y'all, whenever I do that in my planner spread, sometimes well, depending on when I'm writing in the spread, I'll know what it means or which day it's for. But I'll typically write something there that could go for either day, like if it's laundry or something like that, like a main task that I want to accomplish at this part of the week, I will just put it in that box. So there's that. But then again, if I know what I'm talking about, I know what day it go on. So it is what it turned out to be. I guess it just depends on what the after the pen feels are like, and they change from week to week. Okay, so now I'm pulling out my beloved checklist stencil because I love this thing. I pull it out pretty much every planner spread, y'all so used to you seeing this. It's like, yeah, that's her staple. Okay, so I'm gonna put some checklists. I'm gonna do Monday and Tuesday, and I just think that looks good. Sometimes I like to, like, you know, give myself a variety, like switch it up, like alternate the days. But sometimes I like to do it like kind of like a little list look. So I thought that would be cute this time around. So we're gonna put it on Sunday and in the note section. And I'm doing them like directly underneath each other, so it kind of looks like that list, even though I got like stickers in between on this particular section here. Okay, yes, I feel like it's cute, and I did go ahead and slice it so I could kind of see what the P was looking like, and it's not bothering me. It's not too bad. So okay, we can continue. Okay, so I did want to bring in some of these quarter boxes, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer this one in on Thursday, just because I can use a little bit more here, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to be preparing for the weekend and everything. So just to give myself a little bit more functionality, as well as Saturday, I tend to have like a meeting in the morning. So I could put even put that there, but then I'm like, oh well, maybe Friday too, because it's the weekend. It can be like a weekend box and everything. And y'all too, like March Madness is going on. Like I know this completely like opposite of the whole conversation of what we're talking about today as far as the meaning of this spread, but like I'm so all into the tournament. I'm watching the men and the women play, and like they balling, and I don't know, I'm all into it. So I know I'll probably watch me some basketball, Lord willing. Okay, so then I had this last cross, and I really wanted to use it. Just because, I mean, there were 3 crosses, you know, and so in the story, so I just thought that would symbolize. And I was like, well, maybe if I replace the T and use the cross there, would that look good? And I was like, oh, let's see if I can get it up, and let's see if it'll fit and if it'll make sense. Like you can still tell. That's what I'm trying to say. And I was like, I like it, y'all. I like it. So I'm gonna live with it. And then too, I didn't put it in a spot to where I would like have to cut it, so it worked out. Then I was like, maybe I need to move the O, kind of like slice it a little bit. And I was like, no, actually it's not too bad. Okay, it still reads out to be tomb. So I am gonna clean up though where I did slice, because I sliced with that X-Acto knife, and so I'm gonna clean up a little bit the little pieces that kind of like overhang. They're gonna be in the punchline, so you can't really tell. Okay, so this area right here that I'm circling over, I just feel like something needs to go there. I don't know, it feels a little empty. Like Wednesday needs something else, like by the E or like right above that box. I don't know. And then so I was like, what can I put there? Then I was like, well, this is a headline, and the headline is going to be like somebody said this, like this was a response. So I'm going to put some quotation marks around my quote. And y'all, thought I had quotation mark stickers, but for some reason I couldn't locate where I had them. But if anybody out there with a sticker shop is listening, okay, I think that would be cute. Give us like some I feel like we already don't have enough numbers, but give us some quotation marks, give us like exclamation points, question marks and stuff. So I just feel like we can utilize those too, I know I can. Okay, so here's where I thought, yes, I can definitely use some washi. I do like the broken up look of this washi. Plus it's black and white. Y'all know how I feel about black and white washi. Like, it's some of my favorite. And so I was like, I'm just gonna take it across the bottom of one side of the spread and then across the top of the other. And I feel like that'll be enough. I don't feel like I have to like spread it all throughout the spread. I feel like that will give me the feel that I'm looking for. So I'm going to use this strip down here, just layer it over top of the newspaper and just across the bottom of Thursday. We're going to trim this down. Now, y'all, this is another KELL of a plan tool. It's kind of like an X-Acto knife or paper cutter, but it's retractable. So it's pretty neat. And that baby is sharp too. Okay, don't even let it fool y'all. Okay, don't let it fool y'all. It's pretty sharp. Okay, now I'm gonna take this one, and I was thinking maybe across the top, but then I was like, I got that one kind of close to the edge, and I don't want to put it over Christian on the newspaper. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna leave it on top of, like, kind of underneath it, and I still feel like that looks okay. And then y'all needed to move it over just a little bit, so that's why I'm being very careful so I can get it across. Okay, we're lining it up. Yes, I like it, y'all. I just feel like the spread is just turning out to be so beautiful to me. I really love how it looks. And then I also feel like it's a very functional spread as well. Y'all know that's my jam. Okay, like I love to decorate, but I also like to use my planner, and I do use my planner. Okay, I about depend on it. Okay, I feel off when my planner is not together, and so I had to get this spread down. Okay, so here's what I want to share with you before. Now, I do feel like I'm sharing this maybe a little bit late by the time you guys see this. So this newspaper idea, this like headline idea, you can use this for any type of declaration that you want to make in your planner. So like I can imagine you could use this for like a birthday spread. Like if you have like your baby or something, like they have a party theme, you can make it be a headline type spread. So there's other ways to utilize this, you guys, and so that's why I wanted to share the theme and everything. But I really love this, so I definitely think of other ways you can utilize this type of inspiration, like this type of using newspaper and clusters and florals. All right, bestie, that's it for this spread. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to get my plans down in it and just enjoy it. I hope you have an amazing and are having an amazing Holy Week. I want to thank you so much for watching. You guys are always so sweet, and I truly appreciate you guys. Definitely subscribe to my channel and share it with someone else, and like and comment below and let me know how you're celebrating this week. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I love you. Bye.